Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Huh. Oh, the camera's kind of tilted sideways. Oh, fuck. Don't touch shit. That's why. There we go. That's a little bit better. Let's get that on. Okay. This thing. Nope. I am not hearing through this, which means... There we go. Holy shit. Great. Yeah, that means that the... Yep. The microphone set... for my ability to hear myself back, it's already... That plug is already fucked, or these headphones are fucked. But I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably the microphone, because fuck it. You know, these things seem to work everywhere else. Hey, look, it's Voss. Hey, Voss. We're doing what we should never do. What we should never fucking do, which is drinking. But I think it's okay to have a couple beers. One of the best ground rules that I've ever laid for myself in my post-alcoholism days is that I should only drink if people are watching me. And you guys are watching me, which is a terrible thing. It's a hard to sit here and watch my dumb ass, but it helps if I have a babysitter. I should probably quit chewing gum, seeing as this is not ASMR. I'm not even sure what the fuck we're doing anymore. Right? The only reason I'm making this and the only reason that I'm drinking is in defeat because I hurt my back doing squats at the gym while under adult supervision of a friend of mine who was he is a pretty big power lifter and a ex-military personnel, and but he even says, he's like, you go ahead, you do squats, I'll just do the leg press machine. And he's like, too much shit can go wrong with squats. And I'm like, nonsense, boy, not at all. And then just like right, and it's like the upper side of my back. It's not like fucking critical, but I'm a baby about being hurt, and so I'm just going to sulk. And I figure this is actually slightly more. This is better than falling on my sword, which is what I would actually like to do. Because, yep. So I think I should probably spit out my gum, but I realize I don't have any place to spit it. Fucking love gum. Suck a big old gum dick. So I just grabbed the shittiest IPA that I could find or whatever that was actually already in the fridge at the local grocery store. And as it turns out, it's actually brewed in North Carolina. So. And in Maryland, we had, connection is unstable. There we fucking go, because 15 people joined in, because people actually wanted to see my content. By the way, I like how, like, my subscribers, like, no, you can't! They were just, like, if it looks like we're dicking with things, it's because we're dicking with things. They literally, at this point, just going like, oh, fuck, yeah, they're really fucking with that connection. I don't know, it worked last time, and it worked the time before then. Can't imagine why it doesn't want to work now. Probably because I said mean things about Hillary Clinton. How's that impeachment going, guys? You doing good on that? Here's to it, man. Orange Man bad. I'm sure Mike the electric fence Pence will be better. Mike 20 amps to the nipple clamps Pence. Mike, if he likes the cock, we'll give him a shock Pence. Mike, no tomorrow for Gamora Pence. There's more of these. There's like an entire list of these. Fantastic. The internet and its memes. We will win through meme warfare, boys. We'll win through meme warfare. Not bad at all. God, I love IPAs. I'm a hipster. I'm just, you know what? I almost caught myself, but I forgot. We're not censoring anymore because who gives a fuck in 6 more days? And actually, really, in 11 more days, I'm probably going to delete the channel, or I'm going to have to severely prune it, or I don't know what we're doing, because I'm not risking, having to go to a federal court and show some boomer judge any of my videos, even the ones with me. I mean, anyway. But look at this. I just wanted to say faggot so bad. It was good to say it again. I've got my shitty poser hipster North Face faggot shit on, as it's fucking cold and I don't have climate control in my apartment because this is a slum hellhole. Oh no. It's hard to fuck up an IPA, but you guys did it. Congrats. You fucked it up. You fucked it all up. So, just wanted something out of a glass bottle, because I did actually have a few beers with a friend the other day after getting out of the climbing gym. Performed very admirably. And I had a 2-hour back workout that morning. So I was just like, this is it, man. Like, fuck it. I deserve it, man. This is, if there's any time, it's now. And we went to Buffalo Wild Wings and had a couple. And when I got home, I still wanted that feeling. So I went to a local gas station, but picked up some of good old boys Dickie Dog Dog. cold brewed fresh in a fucking can. And I somehow I kind of drew the conclusion. I'm like, every time you drink out of a large beer out of a can, it always kind of makes you sick. Like, I'm wondering if there's just something about the canning process, like with these cheaper ass beers. I mean, it was a Yingling, but I mean, glass, fucking glass, man. He's the glass man. So I'm just gonna go straight to comments because I don't have much to fucking talk about. I mean, I could show you the really fucking cool thing that's sitting in a case behind me, but we might save that for later. So Big Homie says, "Sup, Tolstoy? I don't want to talk to Big Homie. You should talk to Little Homie. You guys know that Key and Peele sketch? I think you need to talk to Little Homie. Like, buy the drugs, man. What are we doing? Like, fucking Key and Peele. You guys are good at comedy. Jordan Peele's just gotta stop writing these horror movies, man. You gotta stop. The Tethered. So the government wanted to create an underground clone class and then was like, fuck it. And just like fucking faggots and just like left you on the underground. So your psychic connection with your clone. Stop. You know what? You smoke a lot of weed, so you're funny. Okay? Don't try to think you know what I mean? I think it was Cat Williams who literally said that guys who smoke weed but think that who are stupid all of a sudden think they're smart and they make these weird conclusions like, so that's the couch. I see that. So that's the couch. But that's the love seat. So I gotta be in love to sit on it? That's kind of a big commitment. Like, I mean, you're thinking like, so just fuck it. All right. And Big Homie says, how do you do, old bean? I'm not an old bean. I'm a young bean with a bad, fucked up back. Maybe I'm old. I don't know. Cam Kugler says, hello, Tolstoy. Voss says, fuck yeah, alcohol. No, Voss. Alcohol is not the solution to our problems. Ultimate X James says, how's it going, Mr. Toy Stool? I'll kill you. 2 prize. Uncle Tolstoy is starting to sound like an alcoholic. Son, I was an alcoholic before, in the before times. Like, I guess I forgot that I took the sabbatical then, so no. Like, man, I would down like a whole 5th of whiskey in a single night. Like, it was bad. But I've been sober when I say sober, I mean like I have not gotten blackout drunk in. You know what I mean? Like, I think one of the biggest disadvantages to like the whole abstinence. I mean, actually, this is just pretty standard logic across the board. Look at the way that abstinence works. Abstinence only, and this is coming from somebody who actually believes that one should practice some level of abstinence or some level of sexual morality and not try to slut it up as often as one can. But even so, I'm not so stupid. I don't have so much, gung-ho right-wing hubris that I think that teaching kids, like, you can never, ever, ever have sex or you'll get the super AIDS is going to lead to them not having sex. If anything, it's going to make them take it up the butthole because for some reason they think that doesn't offend, Jeebus. I know this for, I know this for a fact. Not that I've ever taken up the butthole to not offend Jeebus. But, yeah, so the biggest thing about, like, the whole AA, you can never drink again. I mean, maybe for some people but I find that it actually empowers you to be able to be like, you can have cake sometimes. The problem is like, then you get kind of stuck on this mentality of like, I'm getting the high score. It's been so many years since I've had cake, or in this case, a drink. And, I don't know. I think the issue is like, well, if you're staying sober to stay fit, what does it matter if you can't stay fit if your back is fucked? And like, I don't believe in pain medicine, so here we are. So I'm just I took a raging hot shower and I applied like the Tiger Balm all over my back. I'm wearing my cozy ass faggot North Face. Faggot! Like, YouTube says a very naughty language. Like, go ahead. I'll just claim I'm gay. Strike me down. Say that I hit me up for hate speech. I'll just come out as gay and I'll say that you are oppressing a gay man. Why are you oppressing a gay man? Foss says he had 3 swallows of whiskey the second he got home because his job is terrible. Yeah, dealing with it by drinking is a terrible. That is not how we handle our problems, Voss, and you need to grow up. I'm sorry, man. I couldn't say it with a straight face. Oh, yeah. Anyway, it's bottled at 7.5%, so that's decent. My back feels okay. Why did it fuck up? It was such a light weight. It was 135 pounds. I mean, that's not That's not light, but I do see certain women at my gym doing that, squatting 135. And so, however, I did get my max bench up to 175. So suck a dick. Suck a big old dick. Maybe I should suck a dick because I fucked up. God damn it. And my buddy was like, "Well, you're bracing your back. You're getting your back like curved like that. Like if this is the front of me, you know, these are my nipples here. My knuckles are my nipples. That's what I was doing with my back, like curving it as straight as I can." And he's like, "You gotta keep it straight." I'm like, "That is straight." And he's like, "That's curving it back." I'm like, "So what's the other way? You know, curving it backwards, get round back." And he's like, "You gotta have perfectly fucking straight." And I'm like, "Yeah." Fuck. I can tell you this, like. I spent so many years trying to be like a fake samurai in my backyard and trying to learn the technique required to do any of those cuts was so infuriating, and I was just so quick to give up. And the thing that has required the most amount of technique that I've stuck with the longest is weightlifting. And like anyone anyone who tells you the lie that like, well, you just have to go to the gym, like, nope, you're wrong, faggot. You have to, like, it's all about like nutrition and timing, and there's all these different sports journal medicines that you have to fucking read and keep up with, and all these crazy ass fucking does this work, does that work, is all this fucking shit that you got to do. And every individual exercise can be done wrong, have a critical failure. You got to like know all the right ways to do it. You got to have the proper wrist jerking, dick sucking, titty fucking action, man. It's fuck. It's a sport in and of itself. I'm bad at it. I'm not going to sit here and be like I'm an Olympic fucking weightlifter, but it is an Olympic goddamn sport. That being said, I climbed like 5 nines on what day we go? We went on like Monday or some shit like that. So that's pretty good. Jesse says, "What's up, Jesse James? Prepare your butthole and make it double." That's me after I eat my fucking lunch. Jesse says, "What's up, dude? I've been subscribed for years. Just recently got back to you. Don't worry, bro. I'm drinking with you. Greetings from the Netherlands. The fucking Netherlands. I don't even know anything about the Netherlands. And I read so much about, poli-sci and history. And I still don't know shit about the world. Like, what is where are the Netherlands? Like, I literally just got finished with a massive bunch of chapters on, I'd go get the book, but I don't care. Jared Diamond's Collapse, which is, about how ecological fuck ups will destroy your society. And he has like a big to do about the Norse. Let me type out the Greenlander Norse. You are fucking stupid. Like, you're surrounded by fish, but we don't eat fish. Like, okay, enjoy starving then. What are you going to do? Eat an air sandwich? But I still don't even know what are the Netherlands? Are they Germanic? Are you Norse? Are you Norman? Like, that's really what makes my brain tick. Speaking of which, damn. Fucking damn. So I was telling my buddy about that chick and I've told the story before, but like that chick who used to work at my gym, who studied like Middle Eastern history, but is going to school in Italy. And the last time that we talked, like we really were making like a lot of eye contact, and I should have, but she's way out of my goddamn league. So I don't know why she's talking to me like this. But I mean, like, I can't spend the rest of my life not fucking knowing. But when I got back from my trip to Boston, she was in Italy. So I literally told myself, by this summer, if she comes back to work here, you got to ask her out. So then I brought my bro to the gym because he's back from his trip to New York. And there I crossed by her path, and I'm just like, the fuck? And she's like, well, I'll be working on Sunday, so I'll see you then. And so now I'm just like, well, fuck me. My back is hurt. So I got to do it would be a waste. It'd be ridiculous. I mean, there's no fucking way. She's just being nice. She's just being nice. I don't know how else to describe it. I could sit here and give you like the play-by-play of all like the language. I would like to consider myself a pretty good translator of language, including body language, because I have to be, because my job kind of entails me conning people into doing what they want, doing what I want, which is really what's in their own best interest. Like I definitely, from my job, have a greater understanding why cops beat people. Not all the time, but just there are. Okay, that didn't. In light of recent events, that's not coming off brilliant. But I understand that immediate, like, I'm doing this for your safety. Please step out of the whatever. And they go, well, why do I? And you just want to like beat him with a stick because you're just like, fuck you. I just told you what to do, and you need to fucking do it. You know what I mean? Like, all right, never mind. Fuck it. I'm deleting all of this. It doesn't matter. All of this shit's getting deleted. By the way, if there are videos that you want to keep of mine that are action figure based, that's pretty much what I'm going to be pruning. If my channel stays alive, it's going to pretty much be dedicated now to like outdoor stuff. So if you liked all the video games, all the comic books, that's all gone, bro. We can never talk about that again. Never again. Oh, Cam says Tolstoy trying to get thick. Yeah, well, no, I'm just trying to get leg day in. Fuck me, man. I even did deadlifts, but I don't really like deadlifts. I'm not a deadlifty kind of guy. I'm more like Deadpool. Yeah. Eh. It's a little overly sour. I know a lot of IPs are like that, but this is a little overly citrusy. I don't know. Maybe I'm being like a beer snob. I'm pretty sure because they also did have Clipper Ship Brewing Company, brewed in Baltimore, Maryland, Loose Cannon, which I drank several thousand years ago with my cigar versus hookah video. But it wasn't in the refrigerator. Don't know why, so I just walked over. I did see some beers from the Czech Republic, and I almost thought sukabliat and get some Czech beers, but say what's up to my historical home, my family. I actually I know of, if they're not all dead, family over in Germany. I've never met them. They don't probably even know that I exist. They must know at some point that their family branched off and some of them fucked off to America. So I wonder, like, what would it take to try? But then again, oh yeah, it was good. Yeah, I'm gonna cut off that line of thinking. Ultimate X-Man James says, God, my internet sucks. No, YouTube sucks. I have tested my internet. It's actually faster than most of the internet in the United States. Did you know that? We've talked about this. Sometimes it works just fucking fine. You know what I mean? Why does it work just fucking fine? And then other times it does not. I mean, could be too many people in the apartment complex using the internet. I don't know. Or it could be censorship. I mean, at this point, you either believe or you don't. They're just like, which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on? You know what I mean? You're just a normie sheep, or is it one of these? They're almost like edgy atheists. There's just like these um skeptics, who are constantly like, well, Epstein probably did kill himself. It's just that all the evidence states that he probably didn't kill himself and that he was killed to protect an elite pedophile ring that's probably, infiltrated most of the deep state and the government. But I mean, but no, because really, and I think even my own mom was like based enough to be like, yeah, it seems like that's what's going on, which she won't ever admit that both me and my brother told her this shit years ago when we were watching Alex Protect the Motherfucking Frogs Jones. And goddamn, I miss him. But yeah. Now, and then finally she was like, why do you think so? Because they, ironically, they had friends move into their retirement community from Maryland. Oh, no, it wasn't Maryland. It was friends they used to know from Maryland, but who moved to West Virginia. But either way, it's like, it's weird how small a country it is for being one of the biggest countries on earth. Like, I just got friends who are like, I'm coming down from New York to see you. I was like, oh, okay. And I got people like, we'll fly up to Boston to see you. And it's like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? It's like, people who were my friends in Maryland, went into the army and then got stationed here, and I just ended up moving here, and it's just really weird. But anyway, those my parents' friends they were high school friends too, but they're one of those skeptic people. And they're like, well, no, because Hillary Clinton in the emails, you don't really believe they're like an elite pedophile satanic ring, because you know what I mean? And they were just flabbergasted. My parents were like, what makes you think people do that? And I was like, I have an answer for you. It's because people are little beta bitches. And let me explain what I mean when I say that. There was a really great film that was done during World War II that was black and white footage. I saw it on PBS a long time ago. It was attached to Auschwitz footage, which, by the way, the most depressing goddamn shit that you can fucking watch. I remember me, my dad, my brother all just watching that sitting in silence because there was no... They brought a camera. They didn't bring like a boom mic and sound equipment. They didn't run up on like emaciated Jews and be like, and how do you feel that you fucking... They didn't do that shit. But there was one clip of footage that was captured by the SAS, who had done... We were more like, LOL, just like run up on the camps, you know what I mean? Because we're Americans. So unfortunately, the side effect was the Germans knew we were coming, and they would often mass genocide, like increased genocide intensifies. Whereas the SAS, because they are like super sneaky ninja motherfuckers, were like, LOL, we're taking the camp. And they would sneak up, take the camp. And in one instance, they knew that there was a local German village nearby, or it might have been Polish. And they were like, okay, so how come these people nearby didn't do shit? Which it was all women. It was all old women. What are the old women going to do? But that being said, they were still being sadistic. And honestly, I completely agree with that level of sadism. And they rounded up the women from that village. And you can see, and they do, I remember the guns they had clear as day with the Shen gun, that one with the wire stock frame and the mag sticking out of the side. And they just rounded these ladies up and they were like, okay, time to take a tour, time to see. And the ladies were like, well, they told us they were cooking chickens. And like, time to go see those chickens, bitch. And they just showed them all the Jew corpses and were like, does this smell good? Is this what you want? Is it what you like? And I remember clear as day the ladies' faces of stoicism of like, no. And they were just, and just the stiffest upper lip and the head tilted backwards. Like, I refuse to admit it. The Fuhrer wouldn't lie to us. Nah, fam. And I now understand from my own personal experience of living in this country and seeing what it's like, where you're just like, all right, is this enough evidence? And you just see people go, well, no, because technically, because then they realize they would actually have to boot up or admit that they're a bitch. In all of our Hollywood movies, we're the good guys and we're the resistance and we fight back and we're, yeah, because and every single New Yorker will tell you, in that instance, I'll tell you what I would do. See, in that instance, I would have, you wouldn't do shit. You a bitch. You all bitches. Because when the time comes, you ain't gonna do fucking shit. And I think the only reason why I might do fucking shit is because I don't got nothing to lose. I realize that. Like, that's very much one of the themes that The Last of Us had that I completely fucking agreed with, which is like, Joel has nothing to lose. So he'll do the mission because fucking, and by the time that he finds that thing that he has to lose, now he ain't ready to lose it. And when he comes to Tommy and he's like, yeah, man, we got to go put it all on the line for my dream of, and Tommy's like, whoa, slow, hold up. Tommy's like, I got my family now. Fuck yo shit, fuck yo cart. He's like, I ain't doing that shit. And that was actually another major theme in Far Cry 5 that I really enjoyed. In Far Cry 5, you know what I mean? It's like that one character, I think his name was Nick, the aircraft mechanic or the aircraft pilot or whatever, was like, well, at first I thought that I would totally be a badass and do some fighting, but like now I have a kid. I'm not doing that shit. I got to stay alive for my kid. And I'm like, exactly. So I think that a lot of Americans are bitches because like their bellies are full and they have their shitty entertainment, but like, millennials don't. Like, I think a lot of millennials, and hence why we're seeing these Boogaloo memes get passed around. And by the way, I cannot take the time, because we will take up way too much goddamn time, to explain to you how much I love Boog memes. God bless Virginia. I'm really doctoring this beer. It's okay. Wildeye asks, how long are you going to stream for, Tolstoy? It's 8 o'clock now, and I don't drink tea and go to bed till 10, so you got 2 hours at least. But we'll see. People usually get tired of my bullshit after a little while. Voss says, they fucking with everything right now, and laughing my ass off, they can't impeach him. Republicans run Senate. Yeah, but it's just fun to make fun of them. Voss also says, you won't get sued of you. Wait, what? You won't get sued of you just age restricted the content, lol. Okay, that's a thought. I suppose I actually could just go back and make every video an 18 plus. Do you think that would cover my ass? Right? I'm making it so that you have to, well, because this begs the question anyway, which is that YouTube has you sign in and agree that when you sign in to, you don't have to sign in to look at videos, I suppose, but you do if it's age restricted. Yes, good. Well, think about that. That's going to be fucking tedious. My ass on December 28th going like, video number 745, Soul Reaver action figure review. Age restricted. You know what I mean? Just, if I do that, y'all better like donate some fucking love. One of y'all better donate a pickup truck to my ass. Creo Boys, otherwise known as CIA Pawn, says, if their age is on the clock, they are getting the Glock. God damn it, Creo. That's brilliant. But no part of me agrees with that. Ooh, the beer is kicking in. My brain got that first little dose of like, you like this, which is weird because it took some time. It's been a 30-minute ride here, people. God damn, if this was like Texas, I could have just bought whiskey. No, your ass does not need whiskey. You do not need to be doing whiskey on a school night, young man. I'm sorry. Why do I have two voices within me? There are two wolves within you. One of them is gay. The other one is gay. You are gay. Why are you gay? This is gay. Fuck. Bass Rasp Rwandan man. What a great man. I feel like my voice has gotten deeper as of recent, and I have no reason. I don't know. I haven't been smoking. I don't know. Why is it sometimes my voice is deeper and sometimes my voice is higher? That's not how that shit should work. I'm very worried about that. Oh, fuck. Fuck, man. Sorry, I had a massive ass taco bowl for lunch. Scrolling through the stuff. Clive Winston's in here. Clive, send me special candy in the mail. No, don't do that. Scrolling. Keep them comments scrolling. And Creo is back to being like, I go buy an SOG at Walmart. Faggot! Sorry. I called him a faggot. Sorry. I'm not that whole Louis C.K. bit where he's like, oh, if I found a gay guy who was sucking on a gay guy's dick, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, okay, have a good dick sucking fellow, gentleman. But if the one guy took his lips off the dick and was like, nah! Then I'd be all like, nah, I could be a faggot and just suck that dick. Like, that's a fucking Louis C.K. He was one of the prophets. I mean, he's a cuck, but he's my cuck. Death Punch 21 says, hey, Tolstoy, been a long time subscriber ever since the SanDisk MP3 player review. Oh, fuck, man. I used to remember my old goddamn SanDisk right before Puppy Dog Ben chewed the shit out of it. Ultimate X James says, do not delete the channel because if this stupid thing with YouTube, you know better than that. Son, I don't think that's English. You're going to have to try harder. Just Soda says, how's it going? Well, everything in my life is on fire. By the way, I don't make more content currently. And I'm not. I just want to let you guys know, at any given time, my life is on fire in 19 different goddamn directions, and I have so much shit that I'm always fucking worried about. And I don't want to spread that on you like I did in the past, and so I'm trying not to be emo. And so, if it seems like I'm just passively uninterested in you guys, or I really don't care, or that's not true. No, just my life is shit, and will always be shit. Hey, I passed my fucking test, and I think I just got another $1 raise. But it's still not going to be. Well, I haven't checked my paycheck yet. Oh yeah, and I have to. I gotta get another insurance policy taken out on the apartment, and we got another note saying do a deep clean of my kitchen. I don't know what that means. I asked a lady who worked in real estate, and she's like, "Well, it means clean the oven and the fridge." And I was like, "Fuck off! We never use either one. The fridge looks like the one from Fight Club. I never use the oven. Like, fuck you." But yeah, if it ever looks like I'm calm and just ignoring you guys, like I'm having the time of my life, no, my life is just shit. I do these things like go to the climbing gym and try to go hike it and try to have fun because otherwise my life would just be nothing but pain. And then in that case, I'm gonna kill myself because I'm not gonna live that way. You know what I mean? Respect. I will fucking and I'm never gonna tell you guys. You'll never find out either. The time that I got really close. And I'm not getting all emo, oh, feel bad for me. I had I don't know if I ever told the story. I had a critical goddamn injury. Don't know what it was. I think it might have been a collapsed lung. I thought at the time it was a slipped disc. But every time I breathed, it felt like shards of glass in my chest. I remember, and I was like, oh my God. I remember I somehow lived off of for 3 days, off of breaths that I can only describe as maybe 20% deep. Just and I was in so much pain that I was gonna mix specialty and vodka and drive my happy ass up to Patapsco State Park, feed the working end of my revolver into my mouth, and take care of the goddamn problem. And the funny thing was I was kind of like, this isn't a big deal. It'll be okay. I was like, this is it. I don't know why the ending was so shitty, but the story wasn't absolutely terrible. I can't complain too much. And but I did get better. I tried to go to an emergency room, but I called them ahead of time and I was like, what does it cost? What can I? And they were just like, well, sir, we can't tell you what it costs, but if you want to come get a butt fucking. And I was like, well, I don't want to have a butt fucking at this moment in time. Oh, and by the way, it wasn't I could move around freely and also breathe. If I moved, I was in heinous pain. And all I remember was listening to Johnny Cash's Hurt on loop. And I remember I didn't even think about telling even my brother who lives with me. I was just going to disappear. I guess I kind of wanted them to think that I ran to Alaska so that my family would just but then I realized I'm so dumb. They would find my car at the park and then tell my parents and it wasn't a good plan, but I was in so much pain, I really wasn't thinking all that well. So, yeah, like I just want to let you guys know, like, I'm not being like emo. I just don't tell you about this shit anymore because, like, I used to cry about my problems, but then I realized crying doesn't help, which is actually one of the better themes of like Jumanji. By the way, you remember Jumanji? The good fucking Jumanji? I'll kill you. Um, yeah, man, the good goddamn Jumanji. Where like it's a tough fucking lesson, but I really love Robin Williams being like telling the younger kid like, "Hey, man, I cried like you when I was a kid, and then I became my dad. You know what my dad told me? Don't fucking cry, because it ain't gonna do shit for you." You know what I mean? Like, it also helps that like now I lift weights nonstop. Like, I somehow feel like that kind of, and also climb. Like, I've been up 60 feet, which is 4 stories, and climbed like a really fucking like a 5'8" plus, which I know that there's probably some climber out there who's like, well, I climbed like a 5'12" with just my dick. Yeah, well, I'm not that badass, but when you got your workout game good, you got the neurochemicals flowing, so like it fixes a lot of things. So there are like times where like I take these hits, which is like every goddamn day. You know what I mean? But I take these hits of things that happen at work, things that happen in my personal life, things that happen over here. And instead of panicking and crying like I used to, I'm just like, fine, fuck it. We'll figure out a way, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, me and my brother, we were like buying cleaning supplies at Walmart yesterday, and every fucking OP, old person in the goddamn universe, is at fucking Walmart going, I got a fucking broom handle stuck in my pee hole. And they can't, and they're just like stuck in traffic, gridlock fucking traffic, and we can't get out. And I was like, this is why I hate Christmas. And this is why I hate the holidays. And I was like, because we're just millennials. We don't get a day off. This is our day off. We were spent cleaning. We don't get a fucking day off. We don't get, this isn't for us. We don't get to relax. We don't get to spend time with family. We're just told that we have to keep fucking working, even on the day that, like, oh, well, you get a day off. Better keep a sound body and mind for the Fuhrer. And like, as I'm having this tirade, I stopped and I was like, we did this exact thing last year. Last year in December, they left a note on our door saying, your kitchen looks bad. Clean it up or get evicted, faggot. Which I don't think our kitchen looks all that bad. It's just a shitty fucking kitchen. You know? It's just shit. Well, I mean, yeah, we are kind of messy, but whatever. Sorry, the alcohol brings out the real me. Big homie. Son, I'm gonna need you to change your shit to little homie. All right. I mean, I convinced convinced one of my coworkers who's like really into like hip hop and rap, and he like really likes Drake. And I was like, have you listened to the best rapper of all time? And he's like, who's the best rapper of all time? And I'm like, Lil B. I got him to listen to Bass God. Like, I kept name dropping. I was like, how are you gonna say that you like hip hop, but you don't listen to Bass God? What the fuck, man? That's whack. You know what I mean? And finally, like one day, I was like, have you ever even listened to Bass God? He broke and he was like, yeah, and it was shit. He's a fucking troll. And I was like, first I park my car, swag. Then I fuck your bitch, swag. Eat that wonton soup, swag. Wet like wonton soup. And what did he say? He was like, it was the stupidest fucking shit. And I was like, what did I say? I was like, no, man, didn't you hear? He's swag to the maximum. He's swag over 9,000. He's fucking Bass God. Oh my God, Bass God. You can like fuck my girl, Bass God. Oh my God. I love trolling. It's the greatest. Anyway, Big Homie says, yo, Teak, just have one of your most trusted lieutenants go into your YouTube account for you and go through. Oh, son, no. I don't want to burden anyone like that, man. Come on, bro. I'm too fucking libertarian for that shit. I take care of my own shit. I don't even fuck bitches because I don't want to burden nobody. I just jerk myself off. Okay, we're done. We're done here. God damn. The warp has warped me, man. Like, what doesn't kill you just makes you a stranger. Fuck. Orky Bork says you own a Switch. Like a Switchblade? Yes. Do you mean the Nintendo Switch? No, ain't gay. Someone says I'm Fear. Says, when is ASMR coming back? Oh, it has like a little like, oh, it's a crying cat face. I thought it was a sleepy cat. We can bring back ASMR anytime, but I'm also a loud fucking northerner, so it's kind of hard for me. I literally was told by a girl who was just like, she had no idea, like these southern girls, man. And she's like, "Do you have an inside voice?" And that's just to me. I was like, "That's just the way I fucking talk. I'm from the north, like Samuel L. Jackson." I don't even fucking know if he's from the north. I was like, "We're loud and boisterous, bitch." Like, and I was told I was being too loud, but that can't be true because fuck the South. Uncle Sherman will only do it again. Will only raise the South to the ground if you say, "Do it again, Uncle Sherman." That hurt my back. I'm being too animated. Come on back, loosen the fuck up, because by tomorrow, oh, that's right, and by tomorrow, with the shifts that I got to work at work, I ain't gonna be able to go to the gym because my gym closes early on Fridays because I got crystal meth to do because it's the South. I think that's actually the thing that I said. That was the exact thing that I said when I was told to be quiet. They're like, "People can hear you," and I'm just like, "I know, they probably do meth. That's why they can hear me." Like, seriously, Northerners will just carry on conversations and not give a fuck who can hear. Like, that's like one of our best traits. Like, just, you know what? And if you got a problem with it, fucking deal with it. Deal with these nuts. People are like, "Tolstoy, are you drunk off of a single beer?" Fuck you. Yes. Creo Boy says the Catholics are working with Alien, just the one apparently, to turn white people into black liberals. Son, that's gonna be a rough path, hard path to turn white people black. Wouldn't it just be easy to make more black people? It seems like that's less steps. Third generation, not black enough. Like, all right then. Voss Montenegro says, "Haha, yeah, Catholic girls do anal." Where are they? Like, where they at though? Where the hood? Where the hood? Where your hood at? Clitoris hood. Anyway, the microphone assassin says, "Yo." I don't know what that means. CBT3 says, "What you think about Donald Trump getting impeached?" I don't think shit because I don't give a fuck. Voss says, "Laughing my ass off. Shut the fuck up, you old beer pirate. You could probably outdrink these boys, to be honest. Not anymore. Not any fucking more. I'm drunk off of like a single beer." Remember when that used to be a meme that Zach did? Zach used to be like, "One beer." Fucked up. Because like when I first started drinking, it was like it only took me one beer to get terzashed. Gonna turn your ass all the way up so that I can like lean the fuck back. Oh god, that's better on my back. It's okay. It gets better as you drink it, but that's true of most alcohol. Corvus says, "Tolstoy cracking open a cold one for the boys." Exactly. I'm fair says, "I truly loved your ASMR. Dude, I'm glad. I rated it 0 out of 8, mate. It was poor bait. I don't know. I guess I just don't have the equipment, but a lot of the shit that I picked, like, just doesn't. I guess I forgot watches. I could have done watches. Tried to give my old this is $130 Swiss Movement fossil watch, by the way. And I tried to give this to a lady that I work with for one of her sons for Christmas because I don't need it anymore. And I'm a generous guy, but I guess I didn't know how old her son was. I just figured, he's a young man, but he's like 13. It'd be cute. It's cute when a 13-year-old is just like, "I'm a big boy now," because he's wearing a slightly, but I guess the watch face was too goddamn big. And she was like, "That's too big for my son, but thanks anyway." Actually, she didn't even say thanks. She's a bitch. But no, she's not. I can try to see if there's some ASMR in here. Man, that's shit. It's shit, mate. I'll never be a good ASMR artist. Ooh. Because I wanted the ASMR shit to be relevant to Tolstoy, which means that like I have to like, tap on knives and shit. So that's kind of what I did. And I didn't really think that my ASMR turned out too good. But I'm glad that you enjoyed. I would do it again, but I have to like create a wider variety of videos. And right now I'm just growing absolutely stagnant on these goddamn live streams. But this is the only way that I have of reaching out to you guys right now. I actually have several videos saved up of me doing some state parks. One of which, okay, I did go on a cool ass Nathan Drake style adventure, but I'm not even sure that I can air it because of what I did, and I don't know if it's cool. And I'm talking about going over it with Hal. We'll decide together. And honestly, why publish it here if this shit's just gonna get my pee slapped? One, I'm honestly getting really done with YouTube's bullshit. And two, obviously this COPPA thing's coming up. So my thought process is I might go to BitChute. And if none of you follow, fuck you. So Kazlab says, so any plans for Hanukkah? Gonna go to temple with that Jewish friend of yours? I would, but they're all I'm not gonna be there. They're all the way up in near Boston, in Rhode Island, which that was really good. Who would win a fight, that or a gorilla? The last time actually that I went up there, she passed me her baby real quick. I was like, "Oh, baby," and I was just like, "Whoop." And I was just talking to the baby while bouncing it on my knee or whatever. And she was like lighting her, it's not a menorah, but it's some kind of Jew light. You know what I mean? And she's like saying her shit to God, but I didn't really follow it. I wasn't really paying attention. I was also jet lagged and kind of tired. And I was just like fucking with like the baby. And I was just like, you're the most important thing in their life now, guy. Before you, I was the most important thing in their life. And then like I look up and realize she's literally praying to God. And I was just like, hey. And before I didn't let her finish, I was like, I'm sorry I said that. I didn't know you were talking to God at that moment. So we're a little bit far apart to practice Hanukkah at this moment in time. And Clive Winston says, oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Jesse says it's the west-north coast of Europe. Yeah, man, I'm fucking familiar of where it's located in a general area. I don't know what you dudes are about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm having to do it in reverse. Okay. So, but I can watch the screen. Here's England. Like, here's Scotland, Ireland. Except for Scotland is higher than Ireland. So, like, over here. And then, like, over here is all Hinga-Dinga-Durkin country. And then Russia, China, the rest of Europe, Middle East, Africa. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a general idea of where you hail from. I don't know what the Netherlands people are. Are you German? Are you Germanic? Kazlab says, so you can tell us the story where you had to cuddle with another guy for warmth. I never told you the crack house story. I definitely have told that story before. And honestly, oh yeah, I forgot. No, man, there was that one. I don't think I deleted that live stream where I just like admit to like drug use and insane. Yeah. It's a long fucking story. I've told the story too many goddamn times, but yes. Here we go. He answers. We're both bro. I'm Frisian, so more Norse, but we've got some solid history. There you go. It's Norse. So you are in fact a Hanga-Dinga-Durgan. High Tech Soul says, if she is talking to you, bud, she has some interest. Oh my god. All right, I gotta tell the story. No, I feel like a fucking, oh my god. First off, before we do this, I need another beer. Before we go any further, you do not have a drink, sir. Can I interest you in something? I rewatched Django Unchained recently. I fucking love that movie. Be right back. You can watch my chair. Make sure no one steals it. Oh, that's even better. Don't stop. Huh? No, nothing. No. Put that away. No, nothing. Avert your gaze. Ask not what that was. Anyway. All right, man. So I gotta tell the story. So there's this chick that works at the gym. I think I've told the story before, but TLDR. I see her studying something, and I'm like, "Hey, what up? What you studying, girl?" First of all, she's a solid 10 out of 10. Like, there's nothing I can say about that. Like, bitch, be solid 10 out of 10. Whether you know this or not, despite the fact that I'm quite jovial, I'm also kind of a little MGTOW. I don't like using that word because sheepies and modern day normies and other sorts of faggots also basically associate that with he's a terrorist. But like, no, it just means that I see the social changes that have occurred in the dating market. They are all engineered to not benefit me and to fuck me over. So, like, why should I play? I'm like the robot from the end of War Games. What a strange game you all play. The only way to win is not to play. So, I generally just don't fucking play, which is fine because bitches don't really. I mean, like, I also consider myself a pretty good read of a person. And for the most part, bitches don't find my shit attractive. And we can go far, far into that. I just think that has to do with just I God damn though. And I mean, I'm not dumb. Like, most of my kills have been 5s or 6s, and I'm fucking okay with that. I realize that I am more like a coyote than a bear. Like, you know what I mean? I find the deer that's weak and can't run away, and I make some high pitched noise and then run after it and nod its feet, and then I eat the, you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking I'll admit to being a scavenger. I don't give a shit. But because of this like 300 billion years of feminism and empowerment, we just have these like 6s that think they're 10s, and it's like, well, what do I do now? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I could sit around and pout about it, or I could lift weights and go hiking and shoot guns and say, get fucked, bitch. But she's a solid 10 out of 10. So even without the destabilizing force of the military base around me and my feminism, I still couldn't afford that. Like, I just know in my heart of hearts, she's too attractive for me. And that's fine. I don't even give a fuck. The one that pisses me off is this other chick that I took to the goddamn climbing gym who's, man, she texted me the other day too, and I straight up ignored it. I was just like, no, you're ghosted now. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to interact with her sooner or later because I'm going to have to interact with her sooner or later. And I definitely know, I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm going to be like, oh, sorry. I mean, it's the truth. I was at the gym. You texted me. I was busy doing shit. Like, you ain't my first priority because you ain't sucking these nuts, bitch. Anyway, so this girl at the gym, right? I ask her what she's studying. She's studying like Middle Eastern history and shit like that and poli-sci. Well, Tolstoy got the Nathan Drake brain for that, but like I'm also trolling the shit out of her because she's also kind of a little bit. She's like really high white mana, whereas I'm all green mana. So I'm just like fucking just trolling her about like why the UN had to topple Gaddafi and everything like that. I think my favorite point was she was like, well, he was trying to make an emirate of African oil nation. And before she could even finish, I was like, she's like, and make a new gold back currency. I just laughed in her face. I was like, do it. You know what I mean? Like, do that fucking shit. She does not like the whole jungle mentality. Or maybe she does. Maybe she wants that. I want to take her home, fucking tie her up, rub guns all over, make her watch Ron Paul videos. Bitch them nips. Anyway. So the last time that I saw her, I was just working out the night before I went up to go see some friends in Boston, and she was like, by the way, I figure you're the only person who would actually find this interesting. Do you know why the Mongols were the first they marched so far over the earth because they were the first two people to evolve the genetic trait that allowed them to consume dairy. And she's like, so that allowed that. And I cut her off. I was like, they carried cheese so they could march farther. And she's like, no, not even. They didn't have cheese. They just they sucked it right out of the horse's titty. You know what I mean? And then like I was just like, yeah. So I finished that book we were talking about because we've been jamming on like a book about Middle Eastern politics and history that I had happened to be reading. And I was like, yeah, I kind of see like the whole writer's point was mostly about British usury. And let me tell you about them Brits and their goddamn usury. And I was like, so I kind of see that, there was a psyop kind of, it's everyone has their point of view that they're trying to push, their narrative they're trying to push. And she literally said, and she like kind of spaced. She's like, yeah, I kind of see like all the different points that people can make as different points of light on a disco ball that all light up, but only at certain angles. Just said that shit. And like in my heart of hearts, like there was this moment of silence. And I just like, I wanted to tell her that we're all one reality experiencing itself subjectively. Tell her that you met God on an acid trip. You know what I mean? And the other part of me was like, do not fucking do that shit. Look over at Silent Bob. See if he thinks that's a good idea. So I just spaced and we just stared into each other's eyes. And I said, yeah. And she was like, well, it was nice talking to you. And I was like, yeah, I'll see. But it was just, and I felt like I was like 10 years old. Like the reason I said that whole thing about MGTOW before was just like let you know like how numb I am to everything and how much I just don't give a fuck. Like it's not an act. And that's why I can, with all comfort, with all security in my, in whatever, in my masculinity or in my stoicism, can I tell you, like that shit penetrated deep. And I was just like, God damn, that's some weird feeling I haven't felt for like since I was like 10 years old. Like the feeling of like, I don't know, some like Disney princess. I want to, some fucking Phil Collins Tarzan. I want to be near her shit. You know what I mean? Like, anyway. So yeah, I dig that if she's talking to you, she has some interest, but like she's also behind the counter. So like maybe she's just trying to pass the time. And honestly, she's just too far attractive for me. I could take a swing at it, and there probably isn't like a big, downfall to this, but like I think the biggest thing is if she acts indignant, which she seems like a nice person, but it when women act indignant about like, ew, someone who is not Chad dares to approach, like that shit puts me on like Nazi hunting rage tier level, and then I get kind of vindictive, and I don't think I want to be that guy at the gym. I don't want to be kicked out. Stevie Wonder, who I assume is not the actual Stevie Wonder. Very superstitious. Ooh, I just read his comment. I don't think I can read the comment. Fuck it. Nothing matters anymore because we're going balls out. He says, I used to have a problem with alcohol as well. I was in AA for some time, but for the last year or so, I've used Kratom 1 to 2 times a week. No craving for Jesus juice whatsoever. Bro, I don't know what you're talking about. Kratom didn't totally save my life. Son, can you not talk about that? The more normies know about it, the more they're going to go, government, help me. Help Satan control everything. Like, don't fucking bring that shit up. Like, I'm straight up like fucking Chef from South Park was like, well, first we started calling it In the House, then white people stole that, so we started calling it Into His House, then white people stole that, now we started calling it Flippity Floppity Flu. And you're just like, you're right. Come on, Mr. Slave. Let's go back to our flippity floppity flu. Yeah, you should. Oh, no, God damn it. Don't call it that. Don't ever tell normies about drugs that they don't know about, because then they're going to cry for the DEA to come in and censor our shit and rape our fucking shit. And when they take it away, and God knows they're going to take it away, well, let's take it one step at a time. Let's handle Virginia first. Boogaloo, boogaloo. We're gonna rock down to Virginia Boogaloo, and then we'll kill you all. Okay. Go home, Tolstoy. You're drunk. I am home. Go back to Maryland, Tolstoy. You're drunk. I can't afford to live in Maryland. Caslab says, what day is all this shit getting deleted? December 15th has passed 4 days ago. Yeah, I know. Like, I don't know. Well, maybe I'll just give me a few more days. That's what I meant to do this for. I'm just trying to update you guys. This totally isn't a long, drawn-out rant that's like, a window into my own psychosis. Corvoros says, done with plastic crap? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, for the one, it's drawing negative attention from the Fed. Not the guns, ironically. Not the fucking, which are all fucking legal, but doesn't matter. The feds are still, they freedom. We must kill it, precious freedom. No. This is what made the Jones crazy, by the way. Like, everyone's just like, oh, Alex Jones was so crazy. Yeah, because you people were such sheep faggots that, like, it just brought it out in him. You know what I mean? Like, you ever see Groundhog Day? It's the same moral theme. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many times that you can just see people go like, no, 9/11 wasn't an inside job. Before you're just like, okay. And then you just feel like fucking trolling them. And then every so often you just rip off your t-shirt and go, it's the frogs and they're turning them gay, because you just can't deal with their fucking shit anymore. And anyway, they're not even making any good plastic crap anymore. So we're pretty much done. There is a Spyro the action figure. I should probably fucking review Spyro. Fuck it. I might do that in this live stream. God damn, I have to work tomorrow. It's not till the afternoon, but just don't drink the whole 6-pack, Tolstoy. That'll be a problem. Ultimate X James. Nope. I know you. Oh, it's Jesse responding to that. Nope. I know you know, though. Different country. Close, though. Okay. Cool comment, guy. Ever watched the 2016 Deadpool film? Yeah, I watched that. I think while I had food poisoning. Yeah. Ever watch, see, I liked your plastic crap, but this shit is good too. What, just me freaking out? Yeah, well, this wasn't really my intention. I was trying to fly under the radar and just be like a guy who talks about forests and stuff because they do make me feel peaceful. And I just want to talk about forests and happy little trees. But then you all come out to my shit. Like I have fucking vivid visions of like Sitting Bull, who was. Never mind. I'm not gonna finish that fucking statement. Just y'all fucking up my day. Like maybe I should fuck up your day. Um, Kazlab208 says, "Would your German family be somewhat related to Patrick by any chance?" Not at all. I mean, anything is possible, but I highly doubt it because our features are not very similar. Status on Tolstoy Discord session too. Fuck it. Yeah, I could. You know what? I could just pump that out pretty much unedited, but that would be doing a disservice to the people who were nice enough to provide, voiceovers and bring in their 2 cents and shit. I'm not gonna like do the dirty on them. It would take a lot of editing. Right now, mostly what I have saved up are park reviews. I'll tell you what, man. I'll publish that Discord too before I publish the last Nathan Drakey style adventure. I don't think I did anything wrong. There's no nice way to get an aggregate to like ask like, is this Logan Polish what I did? Because like it's a little bit Logan Polish, but I think I was showing respect. The problem was I couldn't tell what the fuck I was standing on top of. Anyway, Brig Homie, also known as Little Homie, says, "Bruh, when the Cigar versus Hookah video first came out, I poured Coke into a whiskey glass and was like, yes, Tolstoy, tell me more. I'll swirls it around. It takes a sip." How old were you, man? You're like 13 going with your wine glass. I can't pretend I was any less of a faggot. Oh, it's so good to say. Oh, I just love saying it. Because, Dave, you are not gay. Yeah, man, that's also true, but you know what I mean? Jesse says, I'm on the side of Jesus, but I feel like you are as well. That's a weird fucking statement. Hey, man, I got a rosary hanging from my rear view mirror, man. Jesus acts as a bubble gunner. He rotates in 360, man, to keep an eye out for all the bullshit. And yet some still gets through. While I says, I'm back. Have you seen that Mr. Beast channel? No, I have not. Little Homie says, do you believe in the law of attraction? That sounds like some sort of like Aleister Crowley-esque shit. And if that's the case, I'm going to find you and stab you. Kazlab says, oh man, thoughts on the impeachment? I don't have any because I don't give a fuck. These nuts. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Hey, look, it's fucking my a real life friend. I'm not gonna say her name. That's the Jewish lady who I went to temple with. So hey, Jewish lady, if you're still fucking watching this, she's in the stream. I'm not gonna like divulge the name, but well, I guess I'm gonna have to read the comment. Sup, bitch, cleaning the floor and chillaxing to the max. Well, they were asking as to whether or not I was going to celebrate Hanukkah with you. Let me know how your Hanukkah is going. By the way, let me tell you a story about this this lady and her and her mezuzah. If you don't know what a fucking mezuzah is, you need to look that shit up. It's some great shit. She's like, yeah, man. So it's a part of like it's not the Talmud, but it's the Torah. You know what I mean? It's a part of that written down on some like paper and scroll up and put like a little silver like case and you stick it on your door and you touch it every time you enter your doorway so that, Al Shaddai blesses your ass or some shit. Do you know how expensive those are? You know what I'm saying? Like, like I was totally not on acid when she explained this concept to me, by the way. And she's just like, yeah, man, you can get the ones blessed by like a rabbi from Israel for $300. And I was like, motherfucker, I will write that shit on toilet paper and stick it in a tin can and duct tape that shit to your door for free. You are welcome. Like, fuck, dude. Fuck. God damn. My back feels better. No, it doesn't. Ultimate X James says, Peril Stormtrooper. I think you mean Imperial, but okay. Peril Stormtroopers are probably monitoring this, but it won't stop us from defeating YouTube. Son, we can't win against YouTube. You gotta deplatform them by walking the fuck away. But like we discussed earlier in the stream, y'all a bunch of bitches, and you ain't gonna do shit. Is this all you brought? A bunch of is that what he says in the movie? Is this all you brought? A bunch of crusty bitches. I literally think that's what Butcher Bill says in the beginning of Gangs of New York. Is this what you brought? A bunch of crusty bitches? Where is Kenny to tell me about a bunch of crusty bitches? Kazlab mentions J.K. Rowling. I don't give a fuck about Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling. Boss says, really hope Virginia doesn't explode yet. Why the fuck not, man? Let the boogaloo come, man. I'm up here with, I got my fucking grand piano laid out, and I'm just like playing the notes, and we got Adele going like, "This is the end." Dun, dun, dun. Close your eyes and count to 10. Dun, dun, dun. Like, this is it, man. Skyfall. I'm so fucking ready for this shit. I wasn't ready until I discovered that I had a secret. Until I was like, I thought I gave away all that ammo. And then I looked through my ammo crate and I'm like, oh my God. And I realized how much I have. It's going to be great. God damn. God damn. If you'll excuse me. Fuck you. Ah, the beer nose. I got that shit. Clive uses the proper terminology. Clive says, well, if the Boogaloo does kick off, I'll be on the front lines. That's right, you in Virginia, Clive. If that Boogaloo kicks off, you are running for North Carolina. There's no way that we're doing this without each other. Fucking, you better make a fucking solid run, and you better bring the acid, and we're going to be fucking tripping dicks and being like, dig, 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 dig. Oh, man. That shit's going to be fucking cash. Scrolled up. We got a lot of comments because you all are pouring in the love, which is great. I love all y'all. Y'all are great, except for the ones that ain't. But Voss says, yeah, it would, because you age restricted the vids. There's a button you can push. Okay, I'll look into that later when I'm not drunk. Big Lil Homie says, if you go through age restrict every video, I'll send you $50 on Facebook Messenger. That's a start. Let's do it. Cablad says, where did you get that taco bowl from? Yeah, no. Local place. Can't mention it, obviously, because then I would give away my location. We're not doing that. Clive Winston says, I'd love to send you some special candy, Papa. Fuck yeah, son. Clive, we're going to have so much fun when we meet up together in the Boogaloo. Mark is in the stream, everybody. Mark, let's give a round of applause. Probably sitting in his goddamn patrol car watching this shit. There is nothing to police out there, I'm assuming, except for like deers. He says, hey, bud, watching you while on patrol again. Goddamn. And I predicted that shit because I'm fucking psychic or I'm drunk. So help me keep it quiet because Peep's been acting the fools already. You've been beating him? You got to beat him. That's the problem. They got to stop resisting arrest. Ostriches and gin. That's a horrible combination. Stop abusing those ostriches, you sick fuck. Says, why no queen bed, Tolstoy? Son, what do I need a queen bed for? Are you for fucking real? Are you questioning my inceldom? Like, come on, man. Like, look, if the bed, hey, man. Oh, it's not that bed no more. Holy shit. I forgot. A good family friend, like, gifted me a new mattress, so that's why it looks fucking different. And, you know what I mean? Like, I just realized, like, that bed and all of, like, previous female juices, and that's about as far as we're gonna go, son. Like, as weird as you want to get with that. I'm not trying to be weird. I'm just saying, like, damn. It's almost like I've always wanted to get like a stamp, like, you know how they used to stamp off like on Air Force, like on aircraft, like how many enemy aircraft they've brought down. You know, they have the Nazi symbol or the Japanese sun symbol, stamped on there. I've always wanted to get like the bitch symbol for how many bitches I've fucked in my car, because I'm a poor millennial. And by the way, that is the ugliest form of game. Trying to get that bitch into the back seat is the fucking worst. Anyway, and I just realized that new bed needs christening, man. It's a brand new goddamn mattress, although it doesn't look like it. A fucking horribly cruddy piece of shit. So this is life. So why no queen bed? Oh, that is a queen. It's a twin. Isn't a twin a queen? Is it bigger? Look, that's all I fucking need. It's fine enough for me. Now, if some bitch wants to come in and be like, yeah, daddy, and be like, my bitch, and I keep that shit on a chain like Jabba the goddamn Hutt, keeping Leia on that chain, and every time I want amusement, I go, Ukituna wa solo. And there's like a fucking thing on my shoulder going, then like, okay, we can think about getting a queen bed. But like, until that fucking shit happens, you know what I mean? It's good enough for me. C is for cookie. It's good enough for me. Clive Winston says, do you believe in free will? I do, but God, when I met him that one time, said that free will isn't real, but he said that we have to believe that it's real, otherwise we won't play the game. It's kind of a weird concept. Voss says, I'm really glad you didn't do it, fam. Suicide is a fucky thing. Like, yeah, I know. I'm glad I didn't die either. There was some fun to be had when I'm, past that point, for as much darkness as I endured, if you go down on a roller coaster, you should go back up again, right? It's momentum. Except for in real life, it's more like that remake of it's that remake of, fuck. Yep. What am I thinking of? It's the remake of Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, where like that first game where she just like continues to fall throughout the entire game, but she doesn't ascend high enough for it to make sense for her to fall that often. Like, fuck. That's a metaphor for my life. Pause. GG says, don't do Jack Black like that. What are we talking about? Creo Boy says, Robert Williams and The Rock. Also, what are we talking about? Voss says, I remember Jumanji. Oh, I guess we were talking about Jumanji. God damn, this was a long time ago. What do you mean the new Jumanji is awesome? Wait, what? What was that? Fuck off. Yeah, take your fucking Zoomer shit someplace else, faggot. God damn it. And everyone's asking questions about the new Jumanji like it isn't dog AIDS. It is AIDS that affects dogs, sir. I am the click commander. Voss Montenegro says, yeah, same here, man. No fucking days off. Fuck California. Yes, indeed. Oh, fuck. Clive knows about Lil B. Fucking Lil B. God damn. I just love shit tier rappers. I just love trolling people. Ultimate X James says, don't say you hate Christians because 3 ghosts will come and visit you on Christmas Eve. I never said I hated Christians. And also, wouldn't that be a good thing? Don't they help Scrooge by the end? I hope they're like the 3 spirits of Boogaloo. They're just like, you just wake up and you're just like, they brought the Boogaloo. Well, of course they can. They can do whatever they like. Just stick your head out the window and like, you boy, do you know the gun store down the street with the gun in the window? The one as big as me. Yes, the Brett 50 cal, clever boy. If you bring it back to me in less than 5 minutes, I'll give you half a crown. You know what I mean? It's just cool. Blimey, he just runs and gets a Brett 50 cal. Oh no! Clive says, you need a pretty high IQ to understand based God. Agreed. Yeah, man. You definitely need a high IQ to understand based God. Fuck you, I got like 19 different colors on. I think I'm Caillou, bitch. I go young, my weed young like Caillou. I go dumb like Caillou. Get my dick sucked like Caillou. Take 30 minutes like Caillou. On PBS like Caillou. Like, I played that for my friend in the office and he was just like, stop. He didn't want that shit. Alcoholism is fine, kids. Kazlab says, so gonna watch Hate Watch, the new Star... Oh, are you going to hate watch the new Star Wars on Friday? Apparently there's a forced lesbian kiss in the end. No, there's not. No, there is. There's gotta be. No, because I don't care. I mean, it's so past the point. Raging dumpster fires are so last season. I've seen it all. So it does not interest me. Genghis Motto says, my guy finally made it to the stream. Welcome in. B. Sanders says, has he talked about the impeachment yet? No, because I don't fucking care. Stop asking me about that stupid normie shit. Nothing matters but the boogaloo. It doesn't matter who you put in charge. We're going to boogaloo. We're gonna boogaloo. Is no one talking about the fact that I have a Mini 14 sitting behind me? Is no one, like, I felt like we already did this. Like, is no one gonna like talk about this? Like, maybe I'm like reading comments really slow or I'm really drunk, but like, I found a lot of 223 in my closet, in my fucking closet of all, in like an ammo crate. And it was just like, it reminded me of that line from The Who's Joined Together with the Band, where it's like, from the biggest bag you can find, it's as deep as it is wide. Like, I just kept finding more boxes of ammo. Fuck. And we're not explaining where that Mini 14 came from. Kavoros says, has Tolstoy ever flossed at work? B, I don't floss. I'm gonna lose my teeth in like a day. Didn't one of you Discord peeps download all your shit? Yeah, I think Patrick was working on it. I did give him like the go ahead, and he actually said, would you mind if I re-uploaded? I was like, why would you ask for permission? You know I don't care. You know I don't give a fuck. Is this the last episode of the X-Files? The last episode of the X-Files was shit. This is better than the last episode of the X-Files. Oh, Mulder, there's like aliens. Oh, they're coming. Oh, yeah, I've got cancer. And fucking David Duchovny It's just like, whoa, my acting is worse. I mean, like his acting is fucking awful. Christ, I hate David Duchovny. You ain't even all that attractive, boy. You ain't nothing to write home about. I wouldn't even suck your dick. Get out of here, bitch. Um, Devin Dude says, I'm switchless and bitchless. Hey, bro, that doesn't sound like such a bad area from where I'm at. One, don't give a fuck about bitches. Two, I don't give a fuck about switches. That came off wrong. Ultimate X James says, Star Wars is over because The Last Jedi really sucked balls. It all sucks balls. Yeah, it has been the only good Star Wars movies are the first two. The first two, Coral. So what's the status on that Zoomer girl, says Kazlab? Like I said, she texted me and I've ghosted her. But I'm going to run into her ass sooner or later, so I better have a pretty good, oh, sorry, I was all fucking bitches hotter than you, slut. Really, to be absolutely fucking honest, and I can really be honest, like I said, and I told this to a personal friend who knows me, who knows how, like, thick my shielding is and how little I give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like 99% of all bitches I don't give a shit about. But for some reason, this one really punctured deep. I think it's just because she's young and cute and smart. And it cut me pretty deep. The fact that I'm just like, damn it. I know I shouldn't have talked to her. I know this was a poor decision, but whatever. What can you do about it? It's like that fucking, what's the name of the that's not like that Led Zeppelin song, Ramble On, man. I'm just gonna fucking like, but I found a girl so something fair, but got him, and the evil one crept away with her. By the way, so YouTube is getting interesting with its censorship. So in that last video that I actually published where I showed off my shotgun, where I said it looks like it's like Silent Hill out in North Carolina, I had a brief clip where I'm driving to North Carolina and you can see how thick the fog is through my window of my car, and I've got the radio on and that exact song is playing. And I really like and I was singing along. It was only like 2 seconds, and I was singing along with it, and I was just being silly, and I was like, "In the darkest depths of water," because if you've ever heard that song "Ramble On," he references Lord of the Rings, and we now all know the pronunciation of Mordor, if that's accurate. But in his Jimmy Page's very English accent, he says Mordor, similar to murder, and I just always thought it was funny. So I just added that as a quick little clip to show my kooky nature and shit like that. And YouTube cut that part out. In the final finished editing product, my video has that clip. On YouTube, that clip is missing, meaning that they have some sort of automated procedure for removing that. There's no error on earth that could possibly do that. Also, in the clip where I show myself climbing the climbing gym, there's some rando pop music playing in the background, but I'm giving dialogue in the original. Like, I'm like, oh, wow, this rock is really hard. How will I traverse past this or whatever? And they muted all of that. It's making some weird, sound in the background now. So YouTube definitely has some automated procedures, and that definitely voids fair use. I was singing over top of Led Zeppelin. There is literally no way you could hear Jimmy Page as I was flipping out, going like, "And in the darkest depths of water," because I was being funny. That's the joke. I'm an internet comedian. But I get it. You guys are faggots. So there's that. So yeah, status of the Zoomer girl, shit. Status of Zootube, it is Zootube, shit. Kovora says, lean back, Fat Joe. Bitch, I will beat you. You call me fat? Now you're probably fucking right. I'm probably fat. But first, I have to take a piss. God damn, that was good. Oh, holy shit. I had to piss. I had to piss. You ever have to piss? I had to piss once. Hey, check this shit out. Look what's on my fucking desk. It's Frederick Douglass, man. It's the narrative of American slave. He was born in fucking Maryland as a slave. And he fucking ran off. He literally beat his overseer. He literally punched he was literally one of the inspirations for Django Unchained. Love that fucking shit. I added some notes into this. I forget, but it was when I was going through a really dark time at work. Oh shit! Here's one of my notes. All I wrote is same way that meat packers get dehumanized. Was I high for this? I might have been high. I mean, no, it's wrong to get high. Substances are bad for you. Not alcohol. It's legal. It's not totally one of the hardest drugs known to man. Loosen my back up. Great. God damn. By tomorrow, it'll probably be worse. Who the fuck knows? Oh, wow. JDHD99 says, bruh, I've got an Alcoholics Anonymous necklace and everything been drinking since I was 14. Hey, buddy, you might want to slow down. Or fuck it, we're not going to live too long. Do whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. Lil Homie says, the next time you go live here, I'm going to change my name to Lil Homie. Very good. I think you need to talk to Lil Homie. Like, a lot of the Key and Peele sketches are really fucking great. Obviously, the best one is Prepared for Terry's. Me and my brother went through a period when we first got down here where we were playing a shit ton of split screen games. You don't see very many of them left. It was mostly last gen stuff, PS3, Xbox 360. But goddamn, the memes wrote themselves. Where you at, Terry? We're gonna get our Bergeron. Like, we're gonna Drax them scouts. Like, just so many great memes. Clive Winston says, "Did you ever do some looking at Terrence McKenna?" I no, I still haven't. But I'm fairly familiar with Terrence McKenna. A lot of my friends say that that I am a little bit like Terrence McKenna. Oh yeah. I think the biggest thing I take away from him that unfortunately. Okay. Unfortunately, the biggest thing that I take away from Terrence McKenna is kind of that he had a really bad mushroom trip. And to be perfectly honest, after my last experience with psychedelics, despite the fact that it was some sort of off-road shit that I was doing, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can get back on that horse. I don't know. Clive says, "I'll follow you to BitChute." Clive, that's because you're one of the generals, so you have to. We're gonna put people underneath you, Clive. No worries. We're gonna get just some stars for your shoulder. Voss says, "The face one, another 10-hour shift tonight. The face one can't stand very well." I'll follow you anywhere, man. You know that. Hey, man, why can't you stand very well? You need to quit drinking, bro. Don't be like me. I think later on I'm probably going to try to play Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. While drunk. I mean, not drunk. Just tipsy. Just new boot goofing. Just new boot goofing. Just goofing. Let's see. JDHD99 suggests, why not go to Storyfire? What are you talking about? Pash Potter says, do you have a Tamagotchi? I was one of the first kids on the block. Turn this shit up. There is a limit to how far you can turn it up. And as it turns out, I'm not close enough to the goddamn mic, but I'm not getting any fucking closer. My back hurts. I'm old. Golly. I was one of the first kids on the block to have a Tamagotchi, and I clearly remember, at least in my childhood zeitgeist, Tamagotchi got its shit kicked by Digipets. And then Digimon. I was one of the only kids to have a Digimon pendulum. I was one of the only kids that had one of those. And that got its shit kicked by Pokemon for obvious fucking reasons. Pokemon is Dopamon. So I don't know what your question is. Do I have a Tamagotchi? No. Atomic Puppet. Oh, I know who that is. Welcome into the chat, Kenny. Atomic Puppet says, I just got off my 4th 11-hour day. Merry Christmas. Christ! Kenny. Stop, man. You're crazy. I remember the time after I got out of the climbing gym, me and a buddy of mine, Hal, we were getting some burgers. Al's Burger Shack in Chapel Hill. I don't know, all North Carolina. Anyway, and your ass, I think you drunk dialed me, like, or you were just like dialing me, but you were a little bit buzzed or whatever. And like, man, we just started talking about like fucking millennials and how we're fucked and just boomers and memeing. It was fucking great. And he was just waiting for his burger and everything. God damn, dude. I freaked out so many North Carolinians with that conversation. Creo boys, since you live in the South, how many inbreds do you know? A lot. I see a lot of them. But honestly, I mean, you see the same amount of people like scraping around for Suboxone strips in the North. Same shit, different day. Kazlab. No, you never told the crack house story. Please tell. Oh, it's a long story. I went to a rave that was supposed to... Oh, okay. It was a rave that was supposed to happen in the woods in Virginia. And I got invited by a buddy of mine who was almost like a kingpin of that. Like he was big in the rave community, so he invited me in because I thought it'd be cool. And I was still drunk at this point, but like it was actually during the beginning days of being drunk where it was great. And God, this is such a fucking long story. So nah, bro, I can't do it. It's too goddamn long. I'm super fucking sorry. Goddamn, I can't do it. Like fuck. That was a crazy ass weekend. Clive Winston says, all I know is that the Netherlands got that good special candy. Fuck yeah. Do they? Ultimate X James says, if you leave YouTube, the Empire has already won. You were our only hope. All right. I'm not here to be your hope, bud. Clive Winston says, Cherry has evolved into Cherryoto. These old memes, son. These old memes. Shino Yobo says, Oy vey! Max Powers says, thanks for making all of these videos. Been watching you since one of your lighter reviews. Keep living your best life. Do you recommend the Ruger Mini 14? Since you fucking asked. By the way, always do a safety check. Present arms. Can't find the bolt. Fuck. Yes, motherfucker. Of course I suggest the Mini. It's what I learned to shoot on. It's fucking amazing. Look at that shit. Look at that. Look at the way that has a rotating bolt. Look at that shit. The bolt rotates to kick the fucking round out. Oh, that hurts my back. That's fantastic. God damn. The last time that this was in... It wasn't even this chair. It was a different chair, but I was doing some skit with that hat that's pinned underneath the case that I'm not going to get, but... Yeah, we're still not going to discuss where that came from. When it was sold legally. I purchased an identical version of it recently using money that was given to me by my lost Scottish aunt. So that's how it came back to me. And I have a shit ton of rounds for it. Like, I thought I got rid of all those, but no, I got them, man. It's not gonna fucking matter, but I don't give a fuck. It's very sentimental. I love it. I'm probably gonna do a video about it. Lil Homie says, and then there was just us and his chair. God damn it. All of these are greatly delayed because I rant and rave for a long period of time because I'm a giant gas bag. I'm like Gatsby, the great gas bag. Creo says, brother reveal? There was an entire episode. Oh, I gotta delete that too. I don't know. Is Warhammer 40K for kids? I don't know. No one knows. That's the secret. So yeah, he's already been in several of my videos. I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, what do you brother reveal? Brother reveal? Like, fuck. He's out there playing Distant Worlds, New Worlds, whatever the fuck. He saw that it had sci-fi and his autism eyes lit up and he was like, ah, and decided to go purchase that. Like, he was like, for Christmas, can I like that's how fucking poor and broken we are. And how horrible and Soviet I am. He was like, for Christmas, can I get a Transformer? I was like, you know the answer to that. You know what I mean? I was like, no, faggot. But I was like, you can purchase a video game if you so desire. Because I purchased like 3 on Black Friday for good deals, actually. And I have actually a lot to say about the only one that I've played so far is Days Gone. Them Days Gone feels. Lately, I've been wondering what's been going on. Anyway. Oh no, Ultimate X James. I remember when you did a magic trick when you turned your PS original into a PSP Slim. Y'all gotta stop doing that. Y'all gotta stop being like, remember this far back? Why would you do that? Why would you bring up the past like that? Clive Winston says Tolstoy got a foot fetish confirmed. What the fuck are you talking about? No, I don't. I'm the exact opposite of that. I want to kill people. I actually, that was another thing that I said out loud that I was told I wasn't supposed to say out loud, that it would kill people who have a foot fetish. Dude, I think feet are weird. I don't like walking without shoes. I wear shoes in the apartment. Like people who like take your shoes off in our house. No, I don't do that. Like, Orky Bork says, did you ever find your Dreamcast before you moved out of Maryland? No. Moon Sailor says, Tolstoy. Oh no, it's a Tolstoy. No. Max Powers, LOL. Moon Sailor says, I was watching you since I was 10. Goddamn. Voss says, you have told this story like 13 times, though. I know, right? I'm pretty fucking sure everyone has had a chance to hear the crack house story. Moon Sailor says, look at my horse. My horse is amazing. That's a weird statement. King K Ripple says, hey, Uncle Tolstoy, glad to see you're still on YouTube. Not for much longer. Better soak that shit up while you can. Max Power says, what book is it? What book are we talking about? Moon Sailor says, Tolstoy will never die, dudes. I hope. Keep praying for Tolstoy. It gives me power. I absorb all of your attention. And then it helps me like climb rocks. I don't know what it does. What? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, we were talking about the book that I was reading about Middle Eastern history. Yeah, Clive is right. Silk Roads. Hang on. Fuck you. Get in my way again, bitch. I'll fight you. There you go. I fought it. Let us move the mini back to its case. But first, let's get that fucking 30 mag in there. Yeah! Oh, it automatically locks open. I forgot it's not the AK. There's an automatic lock open feature. Does AK not have that? No! Kalashnikovs don't have that. Fuck. I'm used to running AK. It's going to destabilize the entire book region. Look at this. Look at this fucking monster. Also, hang on. I'm going to get... A bunch of books fell behind me, and I was like, oh, Jesus, a ghost. Was this a good decision? No, fucking absolutely not. No, it wasn't a good decision. But I don't give a fuck. This night is already ruined. A day without the gym is like a hobo busting a nut on your forehead. Like, that's how you know your day is over. Fuck it. Yeah, fuck you, dick. And I'll pay for this later. Anyway. Yeah, man. Silk Roads. Right. Fuck. Really interesting read. Essentially, it's just... the entirety of it is basically just... Fuck. Oh. Saw a weird shadow. Okay. The primary premise that Peter Frankopan kind of, proposes in this novel is that that trade and resources are essentially the epitome of the human experience. Rather, all politics are sort of based around resources. I think the biggest example, and honestly, he could have just boiled the entire thing down to this. That during the Crusades, there was a point where detachments like the Horde of Knights or whatever the fuck, coming from various points throughout Europe, were like, yeah, man, we got to reclaim the Holy Land. Better fucking raid Egypt. You know what I mean? And people are just like, what's in Egypt? Like, that's not the Holy Land. Whoa. God, it's Egypt. You know what I mean? Because Egypt had shit to take. Like, it's all about resources. It's all about the Benjamins. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was reading about. And this girl was talking to me about, like, fucking, she was like, Iran, before they had the Shah, there was Mosaddegh, and Mosaddegh, well, but he was kind of a nationalist. And like, I immediately cut her off and I was just like, what's wrong with a nationalist? What's wrong with that? You know what I mean? And like, when I came into the gym, like the next time, when I had actually read past the chapter about Mosaddegh, I was just like, I memed at her. I memed the Alpha Chad versus the Beta Virgin meme. I was just like, your boy Mosaddegh sounds based. He was pro-Iranian nationalism, anti-British usury. Like, fucking sounds based. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just like let her know Mosaddegh is based, to let her know what kind of a guy I am. So she sucked that dick. No, I'm just kidding. She ain't gonna do that shit. That's one of the empty ones. This is the one that has beer in it. Fuck. Well, I did have 3 beers the other day, and I had to get up at 12 at the same time, so... yeah, this is fine. Let's see. I'm just going to scan past. Like, there's a lot of, like, rando comments that really don't pertain to anything, so I'm just going to scan past them. Oh, that's a weird one. Death Punch 21 says, what made you want an AK over an AR? The AR did not have a... I want to call it an open bolt system, but that's not really what that means. I'm using that terminology wrong. That charging handle was gay as shit. All of the parts felt flimsy and weird. The forward assist was fucking strange. As soon as I found out what a forward assist was, I was just like, you aren't really for real with this. Like, and it had several malfunctions. And after that, I was just like, no, and decided against it. See, Kazlab says, yes, review the Spyro figure. Did you play Spyro Reignited Trilogy? No, son, I ain't got no money. Send me that shit for free on Patreon. Just send it through like Patreon. I don't know how that works. Kazlab also says, yes, please give us the unedited version of that Discord session before you delete the channel. Want to see it bad since I missed it. Yeah. Zik, this is how this is spelled out. Zix Zorax says, hey, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. I probably just brought a demon into my house. Christ. Hey, man. I recently got my copy of Mage the Ascension 20th anniversary. Was wondering, since you played Vampire the Masquerade, if you had any favorite sphere of magic from it. Interesting. Well, to be perfectly honest, DM favored technomancers. So we mostly talk with technomancers. And I swear to God, the one time, like, we were in a campaign where we had betrayed everyone. And we were just like, we're on the mission from the last people who would have us, who were a group of mages that essentially made up the Disney Imagineers. Anyway. And we met some techno mages, And they were legitimately like, hey, man. And like, they sounded completely reasonable. And like, we heard what they had to say, but we had to kill them on the grounds that, like, bro, we're not trading sides one more goddamn time. Like, this is it, man. We know which horse we've bet on, and it's not you. So we had to kill him. Lil homie says that he was 13. Smiley face. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Oh, fuck. It's the Ultimate X James. You could just mark your channel not for kids. We've had this discussion. We will discuss this later when I'm not as intoxicated. Thank you. Hardy Hat says, just got my internet reactivated today. I miss anything? You missed everything. It's over. Anyway. JDH99 says, it's skipped. Fuck you, YouTube. You filthy YouTube whore. Christ. Y'all look like you got into a comment argument. I think you did. Oh, God. Scrolling. Keep them. Okay. Back to where we were. JDHD99 says, I can't believe how much impact this dude has had on my life. Like, goddamn, I'd walk into grade school screaming racing fuel. Oh, no. And someone made a meme about racing fuel the other day that made me so happy. Oh, no. And my friend says, very happy that she passed on my toilet paper mezuzah. Hey, man. I don't see what makes you think that a bunch of Jew priests are closer to God than me. What makes you what makes you think that what does God care, man? Fucking our modern day toilet paper is probably nicer than half the shit that, the Bible was written. Okay, I'm going to stop. God's up there going like, I'm going to strike this motherfucker down. Anyway. Viper's Cave 1 says, you're awesome, Tolstoy. Can you please fart in the mic before you review Spyro? No, because I don't have to take a shit. I don't have to fart. I don't know how you can do it on command. I don't do that shit. Haven Namira says, I've been waiting for you to review that Spyro, so I'm going to sit here until it's done. I'll wait. Oh, my God. We're at a minute and 30. Fucking a minute and 30. I'm so fucked up. We're at an hour and 37. The problem is I'm not going to fucking do it justice, man. Like, because usually the way that a Tolstoy episode go is that he first has to talk about, oh, God. And this has way too much history. You remember that Christmas Memories video that I did like 1,000 years ago? That had a lot to do with Spyro. Fuck, dude. I mean, he doesn't even have any accessories or anything, so I could legitimately just open this box and then just go over the entire figure. But like, I don't want to do it a disservice. It's a nice figure. You know what I mean? I don't just want to waste it like that. So I'm very sorry, Haven. You're gonna be waiting. By the way, Haven is the one that donated to this, like, as well as the Crash fig. My arm is short. Oh, fuck you. It's a powerful short arm, bitch. God damn it. God damn it. The Crash. There we go. There we go. Oh, fuck. The camera can't even see him. Jesus. That's a good figure, too. Really well designed. I have to delete everything off the... Oh, is this for kids? Don't get angry. Don't get angry, Uncle T. Just drink your happy juice. Where did you get the term, this shit is going to be cash? You never heard that? I don't even know. It's ubiquitous. This shit is cash. It's cash, fam. It's cash money. I don't know. It's just, that's an old one. How are you? What? Stop. I don't even know. Voss says, thinking about joining you soon, to be honest, fam. Well, you better. I don't know why you want to move to Texas, Voss. It's hot. There ain't nothing there. Okay, there's a lot of stuff there. Its capital cities are cooler than anything that North Carolina has. But that being said, North Carolina has mountains. How you gonna have no mountains? Exactly. That's what I said. Of course, they have better cave systems, but Tennessee also has way cooler. Well, I can't really compare the cave systems because I haven't done any caving. So, yep. Jonas Acosta says, hey, what's up, Tolstoy? Hey, Wildeye says, is it wiser to live sober life or intoxicated sometimes? Well, intoxicated sometimes. How are you going to have a full array of human experience without having some kind of level of intoxication at some points? Dumb question. Next. Voss says, the face one had bitches in the car twice. Yes. Yes. Kazlab, where did you park the car when you had to... Where you had to lay the dong? In the woods where nobody would bother you? There ain't no woods in Maryland. No, we did it behind strip malls. That is the answer. These are the answers you're looking for. Did you pirate that Joker yet? It came out on home video back on Tuesday. No, actually, a buddy of mine is in town, and I'm thinking he might end up coming over tomorrow. We might end up watching it on that. That's something about beers. It makes you so gassy. Yeah, we might watch that on Amazon Prime, so we'll see. Mini 14, I thought you got the AK. I have both. Now. Moon Sailor says, we got spoilt for new Jedi shit at Greece. Is tiring. What, Mini 14? Like guns? Son, how drunk are you? Voss says, I need more ammo at the moment. Probably going to get more Bliat cannon rounds and 9mm and 45. I'm skipping a lot of this because this is just gay. Remember when Tolstoy used to drop... nope, we're not reading that one. Clive, I thought you were a trusted friend. Don't do that. And Voss says, Fallen Order is a good Star Wars movie, too. Fallen Order is a video game, and honestly, no. I've never played it. I don't care about Star Wars. God damn, I'm not a Star Wars fan. Jesus, Creo, you're so CIA, you don't even get how rifles work. Is that Mini 14 unregistered? All rifles are unregistered, you dumb cunt. What is wrong with you? They're unregistered. It just looks identical to one that I purchased when I was young. But I sold that one to buy an AR-15, which I sold to buy an AK. And now the Mini comes back to me in a way that I won't explain to you. It ain't going to register. Anyway, little homie says, would you ever get a tattoo? I've thought about it, but only because I think bitches like... Because I think bitches like tattoos. Not that I really give a fuck, but at the same time, my whole mentality is memento mori. So, like, I'm going to die one day. I might as well experience the widest variety of shit I can. I might as well get a fucking tattoo. But there is honestly nothing that I would be willing to put on my skin permanently. Hey, I'm taking requests. If you can think of something good. Honestly, if I was good to get something tattooed, like the runner-up or the most forerunning thing right now would be memento mori, which unfortunately a lot of filthy goths use because they think it's a metal, it's dark. Like, it's not. It's actually affirming of life. Faggot. And Voss immediately says, shut the fuck up, CIA. Indeed. Creo asks, God damn, you autistic faggot. Does my Mini 14 have a bump stock? You can't make a bump stock for a Mini 4. Anyway, moving along. This is why you all got into a comment argument. I can tell now. Moon Sailor says, doesn't he look like Elon? Elon? Like Elon Musk? You know what? I'll take that as a compliment. Elon's a handsome man. Oh, Jesus. Voss says, y'all gonna be 6 feet under during the boog. Indeed. Come on. Boog. Why does my back hurt? Why did I fuck up those goddamn fucking squats? Being angry about it now doesn't fix it. Just let it go. Okay. Moon Sailor says, and that woman from movie Misery, so much face similarity. The fuck are you talking about? Quit being high. You're fucking it up out there. Don't fuck it up. I'm skipping all the weird bullshit I don't care about. Tolstoy's personality is 6'3". No, my personality is 5'5". Quit equating height to success and happiness. You ableist. You heightist. Look, man, I don't care that I'm short. I never cared. I literally never thought it was a problem. I never knew it was a problem. I never thought it was a problem. Like, and I've fought dudes. I fought tough guys all the way from elementary school. But of course, it's, I mean, it's like suburban, I don't know what to say. I'm not a tough guy, but I've been shaken down by bigger people than me my entire life, and I have, done the things that I had to do to get out of it. But I never knew up until a certain point. I was like late. It was like 20 years old by the time that I was like, wait, women really like guys that are like tall? Like, I just never thought it was like that big a deal. Like, I never thought it was a fucking thing. So to be perfectly honest, like I'd never had a hang up about it. So when you say Tolstoy's personality is 6'3", no, it's not. Like, I'm just a really short guy, and I don't really care. Christ, I'm getting fucking hammered. I'm gonna let you all know right now. I'm pretty fucking hammered. So Uncle T might start talking about the reptilians pretty soon. Did you know we're being led by reptilians? Why is the comment feed? Wait, why his comment feed is slow? It isn't. I just talk really, really about a bunch of shit for a really long time. This is a Tolstoy video. You should know this. You're acting like this is like day one. And then he says, fuck my English, am from Greece, sorry. Hey man, no reason to be sorry about being from Greece. I work with a pharmacist who is from fucking Greece. Greece sounds fucking cool. If I go to Greece, will you put me up? I want to go to Greece. Also, get some of that Greek food. That Mediterranean food? Like 3 best foods on earth. Here we fucking go. Jap food. Mexican food. Mediterranean food. Except for pasta. It's all carbs. You don't need that. But you need that seafood. That fucking we just take the bop and the booby octopus. We put that in that fucking olive oil. You know I cook everything in olive oil. You know I do that shit, son. You know I got that olive oil, girl. Come over here, get your dick sucked. Wait a second, that doesn't make any sense. Well, actually, it's 2019, so kind of makes a little bit of sense, unfortunately. But I ain't gonna suck your dick, girl. Anyway, Low Homie says, oh God, my back hurts, and I am pretty fucking trashed. I have work in the morning. This is a poor decision. All of this was a poor decision, but it's okay. It's okay. Hey, man, I consider you my uncle, man. Oh, no. I'm really someone's uncle. Fuck. Your videos helped me laugh and kept a smile on my face when I lost someone really close to me. Excellent, man. I'm glad I could fucking help. I don't mean that sarcastically. I really do glad I really do glad I help. English good. Tolstoy. Not everything has to do about America. Man, your English is as shitty. Oh my God, you literally just told me you were from Greece. I'm sorry. I'm here making fun of your fucking language, your use of the English language, when honestly my use of Greece, my use of Greece, guys. My what do you use Greece for? I butter up my pancakes. My use of the Greek language. Do I know any Greek? Fuck no. Do I know any Greek? I know a little bit of Latin. It's close to Greek. That's Greek, right? Y'all like fucking gods and goddesses. That's Greek. And yes, it does have everything to do with America. Get the fuck out. Move to America or get fucked. Be there or be square. That was like a horrible triangle. Let me try that again. Square. There you go. Oh no. And he says America is just a newborn. Yeah, well, we're the baddest ass newborn. Wow. Fucking Corvus is like, did you play Condemned yet? No, and I'm never gonna. We gave away the 360. I bought that fucking that disc on a whim. Oh yeah. Hang on. Voss says legs hurt. I sobered up. I don't think that's a good sign. If you're sobering up and your legs hurt, that's terrible. Oh no. Clive says if you ever need tips for Sekiro, I got you. We'll see, man. We'll see. I refer to it as Sekiro, snap your controller twice. And my God, I'm probably gonna. I have never, the last time I played a From Software game, it was Armored Core. I've never played any of the Dark Souls game. So here we go. Kazlab says, did you watch Patrick's fan-made video of you called Tolstoy in a Nutshell? I did. Yes, I've seen that many times. I also have to piss again because beer. Shut the fuck up. You're enjoying this. Fuck. Fuck a duck, man. That was a quick piss. Don't y'all complain in the comments and unsubscribe. You know, report me to YouTube. Don't you fucking dare. I had to take a quick piss. I'm drunk. What's your fucking excuse? All right. I do this. I I do this for your entertainment, not because I'm sad and lonely. Christ. Storyfire is another JDHD99 says Storyfire is another video platform. You can say whatever the fuck you want aside from racist shit. It's probably better than YouTube. Okay. I don't even know. It doesn't matter because the FTC reaches throughout the entirety of the internet. What's weird is that it's going to affect users. That's such a weird law. You got to think about it. Well, yeah, I don't fucking understand. So it's going to affect users in the UK, for example. It already has. So how does that even work? Okay, because YouTube is an American company and the servers, I guess, are on YouTube or on American soil. However, how can you push civil penalties against an individual in another goddamn country? I don't even understand. It's pretty mind-boggling. Anyway. Well, Moon Sailor says, I threw my Tamagoat shit through the window. Well, that's not going to help it evolve. Okay, then a bunch of fucking weird spam. Okay. Gonna just keep fucking move through. See. Gonna just keep scrolling because all this is goddamn terrible. Your comments are terrible and you should feel bad. Da, 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 da. No, I'm serious. I'm like scrolling through this and it's just okay. If I read it, it's just doing myself a dishonor. Brett Swope, are you really leaving? Is this real life? I guess. Mike says safe. Literally, it's just his screen name is Mike. How he got that screen name, I don't know. It's like, who the fuck has just the name screen name on Mike on YouTube? Say fuck. Fuck. That's beautiful rifle, Tolstoy. Fuck. I'm not an AI man or a bot. Let me tell you something, brother. Yeah, dude, you are so delayed. Fuck, Jesus Christ. That's a bunch of. Oh, how will you tell us of your username on BitChute? Will you alert us? Ryan Kraft, how will you tell us your username on BitChute? Will you alert us on the Facebooks? Yeah, I'll do that. I will go on to Discord, which I don't intend to. I don't intend to abandon anytime soon. And I will probably hit you all up on YouTube and let you know that I'm moving. So we'll see if that's what goes down. Oh no. Bongmanster says, "You cheap gay bastard," which is, by the way, a reference to Mission Hill. There is no Mission Hill meme that I will not meme. Mission Hill was one of the most amazing animated anythings of all fucking time. Goes up there next to, it's one of my favorite animes, next to Cory in the House and airplane instructional DVDs. So yeah, fucking Mission Hill. This is gonna fly right off, you cheap gay bastard. I might rewatch that. No. You're being drunk. No, Tolstoy. Stay focused. Oh, man. Moon Sailor says, oh my gosh, this delay can't even be real. Yes, it can. It is not. Oh my God. It's not the internet. I take a million years to say a bunch of shit, and then it takes me a long time to get back to your comments. Get over it. Oh, or maybe something's going on. I don't know. My internet sucks too. If he doesn't, it's all right. Like, we have ridiculously slow internet speed on Greece, just on top of Greece. Oh. Corvo says, North Face hoodie, y'all. Yeah, I know. I feel like such a hipster faggot wearing it, but it's so cozy. I wish it was more than intermediate outside. They could have honestly fixed that by making it out of wool, but whatever. God damn, dude. These 3 beers have trashed me. So I'm pretty fucked up. I definitely know that I'm slurring my speech at this point. I think that I'm still retaining a pretty good amount of my cognitive abilities, but, you know. Shit tastes terrible. Moon Sailor says, around a 15-minute delay, nothing will make sense to him. With that delay, oh well, whatever. That's a good attitude to have. I agree. Clive Winston says, should I buy an AK, Big T? I know the AR-15 shits where it eats, but you can have Poverty Pony for pretty cheap. Yeah, man. Get a fucking AK. Brett Swope says, are you really deleting everything? I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. It could be coming soon, so if there's a video of mine that you really like, rip it off the internet using one of those programs. And then Moon Sailor says, take my attention, beach. Heart. Anyway, Kazlab says, favorite type of pizza? That's got to be sausage and onion. Those two are the greatest pizza toppings, and you can't ask me to choose one or the other. Those are the best. That's it. Corvos says, a day without weed is like a day without sunshine, brother. If you say so, it has never been my forte. Let's put it that way. Can you read one of your journals on stream right now? You're a dick. I'm picking one out randomly. I'm going to pick a random page. Oh, fuck. Well, I know I opened up to a page that has a Raven Rock on it. Learning completely by ear, my repertoire on the mandolin was quite extensive, including carols, hymns, folk tunes, and video game themes. While the Ocarina has a built-in library of Zelda songs, I've only really learned the one. The Song of Storms is definitely my favorite tune from that game, and though I could play a haunting version of it on the mandolin, I still haven't been able to master it on the instrument. Wait, master it on the instrument. I'm guessing Ocarina. I never did. It was on the instrument it was originally composed for. Goddamn, read Tolstoy. I've found that the ocarina is a lot more difficult to learn and play than one would think. It certainly requires a great deal of coordination between the fingers, and it becomes somewhat awkward to hold. Hitting the higher notes, so far, the only two songs I can play with any competency are Zelda's Lullaby and a rudimentary version of the song Michiru Oshima. Oh no. Is that the name of the song? Oh, Oshimu Michira. I had to look it up so I could write it in the journal, but that is me ripping the goddamn microphone apart. Brace ears. Hang on. I will turn this down for you so that you won't be as deafened. Been a long time since I got this thing out. Let's see if I can still do it. Yeah. Fuck. Well, you're drunk, goddammit. Oh, that's right. Ah! Fuck. Ah, fuck. I've forgotten how to play both those songs in this moment. Christ, I picked this up the other day. What was it? Da-na-na. Yeah. Anyway, I was never really good at music. Like, really, I'm bad at music. It's one of those skills that I've yearned to have, but I've tried several times, and to be perfectly honest, I'm just bad at it. In all forms. Man, I have done mandolin, guitar, piano, harmonica. I've done a whole bunch of different instruments, and I'm just not good at music. Yeah. So that. Moon Sailor says, "No, I born't like this." Yes, you born't like this, fam. Oh, let's turn this fucker back up so that I can annoy all of you. Let's see. Moon Sailor says, "True, I need to go back to the gym as well." You have gyms in Greece? I just assumed that all of Greece was one giant fucking grassy patch. Yeah, one giant grassy patch that, like, actually, I'm now that I've read Jared Diamond's Collapse, I'm super interested to find out what your land is like. Like, I don't mean like your land, like the place where you live and your politics, like physically. What is the soil like where you live? That's like my new autism. Like, I didn't know so much shit could go wrong with soil. Like, what's your soil quality like, bro? What kind of crops do you grow? What kind of crops do you grow, bro? Don't fucking lie to me. I want to know. God damn, you spammed my comments, bro. This comment, you believe that Silk Road cigarettes have to do with anything that you shown us? Oh my Christ. Bud, stop. Just stop, because I can't. JDHD99 says, never let it come to the surface. Never let him ask what he expected them to look like. What is that a quote from? You scare me. Voss says, ARs suck, PP. They don't suck. They don't suck at all. Come on, man. You're being that guy. Let's not be that guy. Voss. Chad Kalashnikov versus Virgin Sterner M16. Voss, stop. Now I have to scroll the fuck back up again. You see what you do? See what y'all do by commenting? Taking advantage of a drunk Tolstoy like this? No, Oni-chan. My body is... I don't fucking know. Don't touch my body, Oni-chan. Fuck. No. That Japanese shit... No, never mind. I'm not getting into that. Okay. No, fuck. Christ, I can't do that. I knew a girl who was somehow cringily informed about her sexual attitudes by anime. And she would respond to things almost in that same weird anime way of like, oh no, I should be ashamed of the pleasure that my body is feeling. And I was just like, bitch, you're gonna need to stop that shit because I'm not down for that. Like that Japanese shit of like, oh no, my hips are moving on their own. Get the fuck out of here with that fucking shit. I'm an American. I want to hear that like, ooh yeah, daddy, fuck me with that huge dick. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? I don't do that fucking... This is why we had to nuke you, all right? We nuked you, and you will never nuke us. You know why? Because we have nukes. we have nukes. You don't have nukes. We have nukes. We might also nuke ourselves. Christ. Drinking was a terrible goddamn decision. Still scrolling. Keep that comments scrolling. Rod. Christ, you all comment a shit ton. Oh, fuck. My God, I gotta keep fucking going. Oh my God. There's a lot of comments. I know I run my goddamn mouth. Oh my God, that's a lot of comments. You guys are like, oh, there's a huge delay. No, y'all just comment a lot. I also suck. Okay. Back to where those comments were. Let's try to stay focused, Tolstoy. Let's not get too fucking drunk like you always do. I'm gonna skip that one. I'm gonna skip anything that seems that I don't care. Okay. Zikzex Zorox says, that's fair. Technocracy is cool too. I honestly can't remember if I've asked this before, but do you have any opinions on Clam? Oh yeah. Clam Zimitsky or the best clan? Best clan is gang. Fuck me. Excuse me. Fucking beer buttermouth. The best clan is Gangrel. Get fucked. Gangrel for life. Hashtag Gangrel life. I just ate a pizza out of a dumpster. Hashtag gangster life. Gangstrel. Gangrel. Kazlab. I remember seeing your picture on 4chan once. Feel dirty? No. We're not talking about that. I should have skipped that one. Let's literally watch Christmas. Skip that one. Skip. 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 Kazlab asks, favorite magical girl series? Son. No. Fuck you. Oh. Okay. Haven says, Haven the Mira says, Leo, who is a good friend of both of ours. Well, she's married to him, so it's not like a good friend. Yeah, it's a really good friend, but it's also a friend of mine. Says, say something nice about Yukio Mishima. Okay. Oh God. Who's gonna? Aha! Look at that fucking shit. I'm so gay. Ugh. So legit. Fuck. How do earphones work? Christ, I'm drunk. Christ, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing anymore. Her husband lent me this book, and this motherfucker is my past reincarnation, but we can't talk about it in full detail because, to be perfectly honest, it deserves its own goddamn video, and I don't even know what to do about it. And by the way, this book, it's a $400 book. There's no more copies. There's no more imprint of this motherfucker. If you look up this motherfucker, he did some insane, crazy shit. And then people who followed him did some insane, crazy shit. So, hey, I still have this, by the way, Leo. I do intend to do a video on it, which is why I needed to write the script, to quote, like the script is half written. Christ, I was thinking about him all this week, too. Every time that I get injured while working out, I feel like killing myself in a very Japanese way. Let's read some Yukio Mishima. Oh, fuck. Yeah, Yukio Mishima. I always get him confused with Francis Fukuyama. Like, huge goddamn difference, just very similar sounding Jap names. Beyond the educative process, there also lurked another, romantic design. The romantic impulse that had formed an undercurrent in me from boyhood on, and that made sense only as the destruction of classical perfection lay waiting within me. You got to listen to this. Oh, man. Anyway, there is a video on that coming sometime beyond the year 2020. We're coming up on 2020. Next comment. Moon Sailor says, My Little Pony, die. Brett Swope says, I know this one sec. Don't know what that means. Someone says, Adventure Time, heart. I don't know what that means. Kazlab says, oh man, please make spot on review when you are done watching The Joker. Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. I might be. I can. I'll be drunk when I do it too. You know what? Fuck it. That's entirely goddamn possible. Moon Sailor says, also that girl, she's man, the verses of He-Man. Son, just start posting in Greek. It'll be easier. Brett Swope says, this shit was so cash meme comes from the classic green text. Yeah, I think so. That sounds about right. I'm just going to skip all the shit that I don't care about. Kazlab says, suggestion for tattoos? A dragon on the face. Make you look hardcore. Son, I'm going to put my foot into your ass. Moon Sailor says, AKs are my favorite. Favo, I need speed to my guns. Well, as I understand it, you're in Greece, so you don't have any guns. What you have is a collapsed economy. However, I can't badmouth your people for for literally telling the European Union to suck a big fucking dick. Like the whole like LOL, none of us are paying our taxes, but we're all going to tell the government that we paid our taxes. That shit's legit. That shit is legit. Shangri-La says, get a smiley face tattooed on your butt. No. Moon Sailor says, even small SMGs. I don't think pink ones. Okay. Kazlab says, ever rewatch Cowboy Bebop? On several occasions, I do. It's one of the greatest animus ever. Hardy Hat says, his dick is 7 foot wide. Indeed. Moon Sailor, what's your thought, Tolstoy, about autism and smart people? Like, it seems it's trading that every smart dude is now autistic. It's tiring. I don't have any input on this. I don't know enough about the situation to make to even make a hypothesis, to make an educated guess on the situation. So I'm going to go ahead and pass that. Okay. Thoughts on Vladimir Putin? He would lose in a fist fight to Teddy fucking Roosevelt. Yeah. You wish you had a 3D printed Teddy Roosevelt. Roosevelt was my god. Look at that motherfucker. Let's see here. Tolstoy is having breakfast with Kylo Ren. Okay. Clive says, pasta is overrated. Change my mind. I won't, because you're right. It is. That's the worst form of carbohydrate. Best form? Quinoa. Yeah. I'm gonna go full. I've been drinking IPAs. You want to go full hipster? Quinoa is really better for you, bro. I fucking. You want to go full hipster? I'll tell you about quinoa. Like, skipping past all this bullshit. Skipping past. Gonna go ahead and just kind of roll it in, roll it in, roll it in, roll it in, roll it in. Oh, fuck. Moon Sailor says Uzo forever. I did actually have some Uzo once. It's okay. Nothing for or against it. You and you fucking Greeks, man. Seriously, can I fly out to Greece and be... If you fly my ass out to Greece, man, we can make a personal goddamn video and drink Uzo and eat octopus. And you better give me some of that like good Greek octopus. There better be so much olive oil on that I'm shitting olive oil for a fucking week. Oh, God, more of this guy. Says, haha, Greek is a hard language. My mother's dude is from Australia. He's been here 7 years. 0 Greek language skills. Really? That's impossible. No language can you not pick up in 7 years. Hardy Hat says that chair looks comfy. It's not. It just looks comfy. It's a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit chair. Dat Boy says, Spanicopita. Hardy Hat says, if I had to time and patience, I would learn Welsh. Motherfucker. What? Why would you want to learn a dead language that is that insane? No. His 360 had Red Ring of Death. Remember that video? Okay. Viper's Cave says, you're the man. Funny, smart, and cool at the same time. Entertaining as fuck. Well, I'm glad I'm entertaining someone because it's certainly not me. Any tips for starting journaling? Yes. Sorry. Yes. Get a good journal, which means a Rhodia A5. Knock over everything on your goddamn desk. Jesus, this one is heavy. What did I put in this? Oh, yeah. Whole bunch of nonsense in the beginning. Holy crap. Yeah, this one was a crazy journal. Holy shit. Holy crap. My journals were so much better in the past. Christ. I'm starting to slack. I know what my current work looks like, and it's not as good as that. Like, Jesus. Get a good journal. Have some cool-ass adventures. And write down what you think is important. Just remember, when the grid goes down, all the shit you put on social media ain't going to be there no more. But that journal still will. I guess I'm not really taking my journals with me when I bug out. Whatever. You could bury them in the ground. I guess that's a thought. Oh, wow. Kazlab says, favorite Mike Judge piece of work? King of the Hill, which was a really great fucking series. Anyone who hates King of the Hill is an uncultured swine or hasn't seen the series, and they don't really understand what it's about. I find it gets misjudged a lot. A lot of people dislike because they think it's like pro redneck, but I'm like, no, you don't understand. It is. He's appealing to the centrists in America. Like, goddamn, we need King of the Hill to come back and like bring America together again. Devin Dude says, did you play Fuse on PS3 during your co-op phase? I love playing that game with my brother. No, I did not. Okay, that's a weird fucking comment. Gonna skip past that. You could probably start posting your videos on one of the lesser known porn sites and it would slip to the FCC's net. You think I should put action figure reviews up on Pornhub? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do an 8-day now. Moon Sailor then writes Pat. Vas Montenegro says, so should I just get an apartment in North Carolina or what? Yes, son, I've been telling you that shit for a long time. Sorry. Do you know what Untitled Goose Game is? No, I don't. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Keep that streamer rolling. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Rawhide. Voss writes, like, how the fuck do you move states when you need an address just to get a job and a driver's license? You get a lease, and then with that lease, you use the other two to get the other two. You don't need to be living in that state currently to get a lease. Okay? This is coming from me. Like, I know very little about adulting, but I still know that from experience. Getting the lease is going to be hard, by the way. Moon Sailor says, or you can stream that stream on rolling while scrolling. Okay. Little Homie says, hey, who plays Thanos in Avengers? Josh Brolin, bro. Oh, my Christ. Yes, it is Josh Brolin. Yeah. Don't delete the Red Ring of Death video. I thought it was funny. I didn't make a Red Ring of Death video, did I? Fuck. Moon Sailor then just says broccoli with a question mark. Very astute. You are right. I do eat broccoli. You got it. Ah, Clive Winston caught that Filthy Frank reference. Fucking Filthy Frank. Wake me up inside. Like, all right. Okay. Ultimate X James says, have you ever worked at Burger King? No, I have not. My hero, I watched you since I was like 9. What do you think of Winkler belt knife? I don't know. Never seen it. No, says Moon Sailor. Don't leave us, Tolstoy, from YouTube. Some of us are broke asses. So you can't go to a different site because you're broke? Sounds like bullshit. Weird. Kazlab says, when was the last time you watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy? The last time I was drunk. And also, I was eating a fucking rotisserie chicken. Fuck off. It was great. It's a great movie. Hey, Tolstoy, have you ever read the works of H.G. Wells? No, that is more my brother's forte. He just sort of tells me whatever H.G. Wells says. All right, I'm gonna try to get to the end because, to be perfectly honest, it's been 2 hours plus. I gotta pee, drink some midnight tea, and go to sleep. So we're gonna roll it on down, roll it on over, move it on over, roll over, little dog, big old dog coming in. Okay, all this is bullshit. Oh. Voss says, sounds like those bad, shitty flute meme song remixes. Fuck you, Voss. The fuck, man? I've worked hard on my fucking, the fuck's it called? It's an ocarina. My fucking ocarina skills, bro. I'm just drunk. Scrolling on through. Would you ever use an ear mic for your ASMR? No. Those ear mics are fucking creepy. And if you do ASMR with that ear mic, you are creepy. Just letting you know. Have you ever read H.G. Wells? You asked that, and the answer is still no. Time for a Zantac, Tolstoy? Why would Renadine help me with... What are you talking about? Quit being high. You're high. Oh, Christ. And y'all just dumped a shit ton of comments on my ass. And Suka Bliad is here, by the way. Oh, my God. That's a lot of comments. Well, I'm going to be hitting the old dusty trail. I can't read the end of those comments. I'm really sorry.